Hello everyone, welcome to Code Crafters Lab. So today we are going to solve the pattern tray from TUF plus beginners problems. So here we are given with a integer n as input and we want to print the pattern in the following way. Basically let's say here n equal to 4, so first row will contain 4, then 3, 2 and 1. This way we have to print. So let's deep dive into the problem and try to write the pseudocode for this. So let's take one example, n equal to 3, and here we will print the pattern 2 and 1. This is how we want to print. So basically n equal to rows, so we want to print 3 rows and we want columns in a decreasing way. So basically let's try this. So for I equal to let's do n here, and I is greater than 0 and I plus plus. I'll tell you why we are going into the like a different loop this time, not starting from 0. And then for j equal to 0 and j is less than I j plus plus. So basically the outer loop is for printing the rows. So x we will print here, and then here we will print ln to just break the line. So this is the loop which will print the rows. So here n equal to I equal to n means 3, 2 greater than 0 means 3 to 1, means it will execute 3 to 1, that means 3 times, basically n times. So this way we can achieve a number of rows condition. Then coming back to this loop, so in this loop what is happening, like our j will run from 0 to j is less than I. So let's consider for the first time our I is, for the first iteration what is our I for first iteration I is I equal to 3. So that means 0, j will run from 0 to 3, that means 0, 1 and 2. This way we will print 3 star in the first iteration. Then in the second iteration our I will become, second iteration what will become I will decrease, right? I will become 2 here. So if I becomes 2, that means j runs from 0 to 2, that means 0, 1, that means 0 to 2, that means like 2 times it will execute. This way we will print 2 star. And in the third iteration, meanwhile third iteration what will happen, I will decrease by 1, so I will become 1, or j will run for only 1 time. So j will run for 1 time only, so that way we can achieve this. So let's try to dry run this code. I will just remove this iterations and let's try to dry run this. So yeah, in the first iteration I will become I equal to 3 and I is greater than 0, yes 3 is greater than 0. Then j will become 0 we have declared, and j is less than I, 0 is less than 3, so we will print star here, first star. Then again my j will increase to 1, j will increase, and 1 is less than 3, this condition is matching, so we will print one more star. Then again my j will increase to 0, 1 and for the 0th iteration we have printed this, for the first iteration we have printed this. Then j will become 2. If j becomes 2 is less than 3, this condition is matching, so we will print one more star here. Then again my j will become 3 here. If j becomes 3, then 3 is less than 3, j is less than I, this condition is matching, no. So we will break out of the loop and we will print this. So our line will come to here, and if line comes to here we will again start from this loop. So in this loop what will happen, my I is decreasing, so I will become 2 here, and then we come here. Here what happens, j becomes 0 again. If j becomes 0, then j is less than I, this condition. What about this condition, j is less than I? Yes, it is. We will print one more star. We will increase j by 1, so j becomes 1. So again 1 is less than 2, this condition 1 is less than 2, yes it is. So we will print again one more star. Then j becomes 2, j increase by 1, so this condition, so j becomes 2, so 2 is less than 2, this condition is failing. So we will again break out of the loop. In this condition our line will move to next, and again we will start from this loop. Then in this loop what happens, I is decreasing, here. So we will make I to 1, I becomes 1, here, and j again becomes 0, j becomes 0 here in this condition, and j is less than I, this condition, yes it is true. We will print one star. Then j becomes 1. If j becomes 1, then 1 is less than 1, this condition it is failing. So we will break out of the loop, and again we will come here. Here what happens, I decreases, I becomes 0. If I becomes 0, then if I becomes 0, so this condition it is failing, I is greater than 0, so it is not. So we will come out of the program here, and we have printed the star pattern in this way. So let's try to code this one. So for I int I equal to n, I is greater than 0 and I minus. Then again we will do one more for loop for int j equal to 0, j is less than I and j plus plus. Then inside that what we will do, we will print system dot out dot print. What we will print, we will print star. We'll print star here, and we'll give one space, and here we will do one more system dot out dot print ln. Try to run this. Okay, we have added a extra space here. Okay, it is accepting. Let's try to submit. Yes, it is done. And let's see the time complexity. So yeah, the outer loop runs n times and the inner loop runs I times. Basically we have j is less than I, resulting in total outer loop n into n plus 1 by 2 iterations. Thus the time complexity O of n square. So basically 2 for loops, and the space complexity is O of n, because we are not using any other variables rather than the loop variables. So let's try to do the code review also. This is also one of the features. I don't think so it is working right now. Anyways, we have understood the pattern, and we have successfully created the program for that. So please like and subscribe, and also put down some comments if you think anything is like good to learn from this particular video for you. So yeah, thank you.